yogis, or whatever time you're doing this. For us, it's morning, so it might be a little slow this morning, but that's okay. We are using foam rollers. Carl is actually going to use an actual yoga block. If you have one, that's fine. If you don't, you can improvise like me with a foam roller or something that's just going to be like what we did last time, give you a little bit of elevation. So we're going to start on our backs today, and you are just going to roll down using this as a pillow. So come on down, prop the block or whatever you got behind you, and if you don't have anything, it's really not a big deal. Just bringing yourself into a laying position, prone position. And you can do whatever you want with your legs. You can let your feet flop out wide. You can bring the soles of your feet to touch your knees out wide, whatever you want. Just allow your spine to just kind of get heavy. Maybe rock your head from side to side, feeling a nice little massage on the back of your neck. And then take one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And for just a few moments, just close your eyes and breathe. And as you arrive in this space, maybe start to deepen your breath. Become a little bit more mindful with it. And I'd like for us to take a few moments to reflect this morning. It's been 9,300 and something days since we've been in quarantine. And something I've been thinking about a lot is, what do I want this to look like on the other side? What kind of a story do I want to have created or told throughout my time trapped inside? Do I immediately think of words like bored, frustrated, sad? Or can I look at this time as a real special pause amongst all of the chaos that is our everyday, regular, normal lives? Was this the time in my life I got really connected to my siblings? Was this the time in my life I really learned how to love reading? Did I strengthen the connections that mean the most to me? And perhaps I let go of the ones that really didn't serve a purpose in my life anymore. You don't actually need a pandemic in order to have these kinds of realizations in your life. But it's not often that you get handed this kind of stuff on a plate. So throughout the next 40-ish minutes, maybe just weave that in and out of your practice. This gratitude and this letting go of the fear of the unknown, and just being grateful that you can just simply move your body, listen to your breath, and find some space. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. A couple times like that, with meaning, with purpose. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe when you inhale, you say thank you. And when you exhale, you say, I'm okay. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. One more. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. Slowly start to rock your head from side to side again, bringing that little bit of life into your spine. And then if you haven't done so already, bend both of your knees and place your feet down on the ground. You can bring your hands down by your sides. Bring your knees a little bit wider than hip width distance, and gently, like a little windshield wiper, start to rock them from side to side. Nice and easy, just waking up the spine, just getting things moving. And then eventually you're just going to drop them over to the left side, keep them on the left side. We're going to try that little mind game that we did the other day. If this feels like enough of a stretch for you and you like it right here, you can stay. Otherwise, take your left foot and place it on top of your right knee. Yeah, like it's a little paperweight. Should feel something nice happening on the right hip flex or the right outer hip. And then gently just move your gaze over to the right shoulder. Maybe a gentle reminder every time you inhale, you say thank you. And every time you exhale, you say, I'm okay. Gently release that foot, just let it slide off of your knee. Rock your knees over to the other direction. This time, take your right foot, place it on top of your left knee. You got it. And then drop your gaze over to your left shoulder. If you're like me and you got a little bit of extra tightness going on in this hip, might feel good to just adjust, play around with what you got going on. Just breathe. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. And again, inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. Slide that foot off the knee if it's there. Gently bring your knees back. And then just for a moment, take the block or the foam roller, whatever you got, remove it from underneath you, place it to the side, and for just a few moments, feel what it feels like to lay flat on your back. After that little prop for your neck, might feel a little bit weird, might feel like you're actually laying downhill. That's okay, it's normal. Bring both knees into your chest, one hand on each knee, and gently rock from side to side. Nice and steady. Just giving your low back a little massage. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bring your hands behind the backs of your knees and gently, slowly make enough momentum, building it every time you rock back and forth. Eventually, we'll all meet sitting upright, crisscross legged. Bring your hands down on your knees. Lift your spine up nice and long, nice and tall, and then drop your shoulders out of your ears. If it helps you, bring your hands down onto the ground, using your fingertips as a little guide to spread your arms down and across. Drop your right ear over to your right shoulder and feel a nice stretch on the left side of the neck. What happened to your breath? What happened to where your mind went in this moment? Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. Switch to the other side. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Right side of the neck is nice and long, real juicy stretch. Big breath in. Big breath out. Try to relax your left shoulder even more. And again. Exhale. Good. Gently come back through the middle. Little spinal twist. Left hand to right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Just give yourself a little bit of a twist. Not too much. Don't force it. We're still warming up. And then on your next exhale, switch sides. Slowly come back through the middle. Right hand on left knee. Left hand behind you. Inhale for length. Exhale for a little twist. Beautiful. Next time you exhale, come back through center. And then just transition into a tabletop position. Scoot yourself forward and then reverse your way back. Once you get here, right away dropping into some cat-cows. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, drop your belly. Lift your gaze. Feel that nice stretch on the front of your belly. Exhale, curve around. Do the exact opposite. Keep moving, keep breathing in this place. Maybe the first few times you do this, you don't actually get that much range of motion. And after a few times of just kind of breaking up all of the little pieces of stiffness, kind of like when you start to put butter in a microwave. At first it's solid, and then after a little bit, it starts to soften and melt. Maybe you make some circles with your body, rolling in one direction and then the other, if that feels nice. And then if you want to play with looking side to side, you can look over your right shoulder, gaze at your right butt cheek. And then you can look over your left shoulder, gaze at your left butt cheek. Nice job. Come back, make sure you got two butt cheeks. Come back through center. Make sure your spine is nice and neutral by pulling your belly button towards it. And then pushing into both palms, extend your left knee or your left leg right behind you. Pushing down into your right shin for balance. Pushing even more firmly into your left palm. Inhale your right hand forward. Yeah. Right away, firing up the core, firing up all of that good heat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Just bring everything to connect in the middle. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. One more time, big reach. Exhale, come back. And then gently replace right hand down, left shin down. Roll around a little bit. If you gotta release one of your wrists, that's okay. And then come back for the other side. Inhale, your right leg goes back behind you. Keep your weight evenly distributed and extend your left hand forward. Dial your big toes down, make your body long. Big breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee, bring everything into the center. And again, inhale. Exhale, nice and smooth. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, big crunch. And then come back down. Perfect. Open up your knees, big toes to touch. Quick child's pose. Just drop your hips back. Feel the opening in your inner thighs, maybe also in your lats, your shoulder area. Take one inhale here. Exhale, come back through center. Down dog is where we'll meet. Nice and slow. Take your time. Letting your hamstrings adjust. And just like we always do, make sure your fingertips are spread really wide so you can evenly press into all 10 fingers. Your hips are sending themselves up to the sky. And you're relaxing your chest. Maybe it comes a little closer towards your thighs. Nice call. Soft bend in your knees. No need to lock them out here. And then shake out your head. No, like it's a bowling ball. Shake your head out, yes. Make it nice and heavy. Take an inhale, rise up on your tippy toes. Exhale, release them back down. Down dog to high plank. Inhale, shift forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. Mindful not to drop your hips in your plank. Inhale, shift forward. Keep them level with your shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale, shift forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more time. Inhale, shift. Exhale, press back. Nice job. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, take 1 or 2 big steps. Come to the top of your mat. Let your feet kind of stay about as wide as your hips. And come into a nice ragdoll position. Drop your head, grab opposite elbow with opposite pinky. Should feel a really nice stretch all the way down the backs of the hamstrings, opening up into the low back. Using the weight of your elbows or the weight of your top half of your body really to just drape down. Big breath out. So good. Gently release the grip of your elbows. And then slowly start to straighten out your spine, come into a flat back. Halfway lift. Finding your palms pressing into your shins. Rolling out your shoulders out of your ears. Like you're trying to tuck your shoulder blades into your back pockets. Zip your belly button into your spine. Big breath. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more times like that. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Stand all the way up. Sweep your arms above your head. Woo. Exhale, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Perfect. Take a big breath in. Exhale, keeping your spine as long as possible. Slowly come all the way back to your halfway lift. Yeah, gotcha. So, stopping right here. Identify your right foot. Maybe tap it on the ground a couple times. Make sure we're all on the same foot. Taking your right foot, we're going to send it back behind us like we're getting into a low lunge, keeping your arms forward. Woo. If you're wobbly, we are too. That's okay. Take one breath here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Nice. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And again, inhale, flat back. Remember, this is where we're going to come back to. Exhale, forward fold. This time, inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your hands all the way up. Nice long spine. Exhale, come back to that halfway point. Reaching your arms forward. Tap your left toes on the ground a couple times. Reach long with the arms. Steady, send your left foot back. Touch down like we're in that low lunge. One breath here. Exhale, downward facing dog. I don't know about you, but you should feel something firing up in the backside of the body. As your back muscles work to stabilize, keep your spine nice and long. Let's take that one more round a little quicker. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Feet hip width distance. Inhale, flat back. Just one time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Sweep your hands all the way up. Exhale, come back halfway. One breath here. Exhale, step your right foot back into that lunge. Yeah, keep your spine long. Reach forward with the hands. Big breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. You got it. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Sweep your hands all the way up. Exhale, halfway lift. Yes. Inhale, step your left toes back. Woo, softly land for your exhale. Slowly release your hands all the way down. Down dog is where we'll meet. 3 breaths here. Letting go of any tension in the shoulders. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. And again, big full inhale. And then empty the breath out. So good. Inhale, right leg high, 3-legged down dog. Straighten out your hips. So I want both hips facing downwards, keeping that right big toe pointed to the ground. Take a big breath in. Exhale, step your right foot outside your right hand and gently drop down to your left knee. Rock side to side just a little bit, just getting used to this pose. Getting used to the sensation that's in your left hip. And then gently place your right hand on top of your right knee. Take a big breath in, so that when you exhale, you can slowly peel open your chest towards your right knee. Beautiful. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Take your right hand back down onto the ground. Inhale, sweep your right hand up to the sky. Exhale, come back down with that right hand. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, reach up. Last time through, all the way down. And all the way up. Good job. Come on down. This time, straighten out your back leg. So untuck your back toes. Lift your left knee off the ground. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Push down firmly into your right heel. It's going to help you activate your right hamstring and your right glute. Take a big breath in. Exhale, push down into your right foot. Come up to standing in a wide-legged forward fold. Woo. Nice job. Sway your hips from side to side if that feels good. Maybe bump them from side to side. When I bump my hips from side to side, I get a nice stretch on my inner thigh. And when I bump it to the other side, it switches over to the other leg. Maybe you'll find that too. Gently step your left foot back the way that it came. And then send your right leg back up to the sky, three-legged down dog. Replace it back down, downward facing dog, and we'll take that whole thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Just like you did on the other side, drop your left hip, keep your left big toes facing downwards. Take a big breath in, find length. Exhale, step your left foot outside of your left hand and gently drop down to your right knee. If you need to sway from side to side a few times, that's fine. Maybe let your hips open up. Notice if one side feels different from the other. Try and keep your left ankle in line with your left knee. And then place your left hand on top of your left knee to slowly work a twist. Getting ready for what's to come. Try and grow tall through the crown of your head. Heavy in your right hip. Big breath in. Big breath out. Replace your left hand down on the mat. And we're going to reach up to the sky just a couple times. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, left hand down. And again, inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Straighten out your back leg. Lift your left knee off, or your right knee off the ground. Push into your left heel. Feel that connection in your left hamstring and your left glute. Take a big breath in. Exhale, step up into a wide-legged forward fold. Yeah, nice job. Maybe let your knuckles kind of drag on the ground if that's accessible to you. Bump your hips from side to side. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Okay, so now we've got the hips open. Let's step the right foot back where it came from. And then step the left foot back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, low lunge. This time your foot comes in between your hands. Keep your back heel lifted, right knee over your right ankle. Inhale, come on up to your crescent lunge. Yes. Bring your hands to a prayer position above your head and bring your thumbs behind your neck. Tricep stretch. Notice if you dropped your head and your chest, keep your head and your chest super proud, like you're just about to chest bump someone during dry land. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Release your hands above your head, inhale. Exhale, airplane wings, send your arms back behind you. Just like we did at the beginning of this class, keep your spine nice and long. Push down into that right heel, firing up your right hamstring. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Lift your left knee, bring it to tabletop position. Yes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, figure four stretch. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Woo, I just heard Carl's hip pop, and it was so gnarly. If you two have some snaps, crackles, and pops, that's okay, it's normal. Your body is just kind of adjusting to this big old hip open, a big stretch. Relax your shoulders. Keep your belly firm. If you can, inhale, reach back up the same way you came in without dropping that left foot. You got it, you got it. Exhale, step it all the way back to your downward facing dog. Woo. So good. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Keep your right heel lifted. Keep your left knee stacked on top of your left ankle. Inhale, crescent lunge. Stand on up. Woo. Adjust how you need to adjust, but make sure your left knee stays tracking over your left ankle. Big breath in. Exhale, tricep stretch. Hands to prayer. Thumbs come behind the nape of your neck. Keep your chest lifted. Keep your gaze forward. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. Inhale, reach your hands up, and then sweep them back on your exhale. Long spine, just like you practiced at the beginning. Push down into your left heel. Feel your left glute fire up. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Woo. Yes. Relax your shoulders. And on your next exhale, figure four stretch. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Keep your toes flexed towards your shin on the right side. Yeah, so as if you're trying to bring your right toes back. Keep your hips nice and level. Drop your left hip so it's in line with your right. Relax your shoulders. You got it. Inhale, come back up the way you came in. Keep your foot lifted if you can. And then thread everything all the way back through. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Yes. Pedal out your knees. Take your dog out for a walk. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Gently place your foot in between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Come on up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Release your thumbs back behind you. Yes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, send your arms back, airplane wings. Push down into your right foot. Inhale, lift up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four stretch. Inhale, back through center. Listen for the change. Woo! This time, let's try airplane. So send your left leg back. Airplane wings go behind you. Keep your left leg lifted. Keep your chest proud and open by squeezing your shoulder blades back together. If you need to drop your left toes down to the ground for balance, that's okay. But try and keep your spine as long as possible. Big breath in. Exhale, stay right there. You can do it, you can do it. One more breath. Exhale, now drop your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Woo. Let's try that on the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. You got it. Inhale, crescent lunge. Lift your chest. Keep your left knee over your left ankle. Exhale, tricep stretch. Thumbs come behind your neck. Inhale, straighten the elbows. Exhale, airplane wings. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Push down to lift. Exhale, figure four. Woo, so good. Inhale, back up through the center. Exhale, airplane pose. Send your wings and your right leg back behind you. If you're wobbling around, that's okay. Your body is just searching for balance. And in this moment, can you inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. One more breath, you got it. Inhale. Gracefully exhale back to your downward facing dog. So good. Open and close your jaw a couple times. Make sure you're not clinging onto anything. So good. Adding on another little piece to the puzzle. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, come up. Exhale, tricep stretch. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, airplane wings. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four stretch, you got it. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, airplane, send your arms and your left leg back. You can do it just for a breath, inhale. Exhale, touch down with your left toes, listen up, right away, inhale, open up to star pose, facing the left side of the mat. Exhale, drop down, horse pose. Whew, like you're riding a big old horse. So your knees are right on top of your ankles. If that's a bit much on your hips, step your feet a little closer together. Especially if it means you're dropping your chest forward, your feet are too wide apart. Yeah, make your adjustments. And then bring your hands on top of your knees. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twist over to the right. Whew. Make your hips nice and heavy. And when you're ready, take it on the other side. So good. Back through center. Straighten out your legs. Pivot your toes inwards. So your big toes are facing in towards each other. Take a big breath, open up your chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, come all the way down. If you want to adjust your feet, make them even wider, you can. We did this at the front of the mat earlier, so it might look familiar. Maybe bump your hips from side to side. Maybe see if you can allow your head to be heavy, so you're just staring straight back behind you. Big breath. Big breath out. Slowly start to crawl your way back to the front of your mat. Pivot your toes forward. Step back to your downward facing dog. Last side, last time through. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Come on up. Exhale, tricep stretch. Yes. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, airplane wings, just reach your fingertips back. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four stretch. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, send yourself into an airplane pose. Spread your wings, reach your right leg back. Just one breath. Exhale, slowly land with that right foot. So you can inhale, open up, star pose. All 10 toes reach out, all 10 fingers reach out, and then gently drop into your horse pose. Drop into, yeah, there you go. Make sure your toes are facing outwards to not put pressure on your knee. Yes. So your toes are at 10 and 2 on an imaginary clock, and your knees are stacked right on top of your ankles. Keep your chest lifted, big breath. Exhale, rotate over to the left or the right, whatever you got, it doesn't matter. This is when my hips like to snap, crackle, and pop a little bit. Might feel nice to just sway from side to side. Inhale through the center. Exhale, take the twist in the other direction. Yes. Beautiful. Inhale back through the middle, straighten out your legs. Point both toes inwards, so you're pigeon-toed. This time bring your hands behind your back, interlace all 10 fingers. Inhale, punch your knuckles down, lift your chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold with these bound arms. Maybe let your knuckles come up and away from the base of your spine. And feel a nice stretch in your biceps. Maybe you can even keep your palms touching if your shoulders allow. Gently drop down to your knees. Swivel around onto your butts. And bring your legs right out in front of you. Give them a nice little shake, shake. Maybe you wiggle out your quads. And then we're gonna play with double pigeon today. So we've done a lot to open up the hips. We've strengthened the hamstrings, we've strengthened the glutes, we've twisted, we've turned, all in preparation to keep these guys nice and open. So, level 1, start with your right knee bent. This looks familiar because this is how we do regular pigeon. I want your right knee in line with your right ankle, so it's like kind of a little bit of a number 7 shape. If it's accessible, take your your left ankle and plug it in on top of your right knee. And your left knee traces a line straight down on top of your right ankle. So if you laid 2 logs on top of each other, end to end, that's kind of what we would be looking for with your legs. If that is a lot, if that hurts and causes pain, then just slide your left foot over. If it feels like it's a really nice stretch, then see if you can just hold and breathe. If none of that sounds appealing to you at all, just take a regular glute stretch by bringing your right foot down on the ground and stretching out your glute this way. Whatever you got going on, try and keep your spine nice and long. If you haven't already, flex both feet towards your shins so that your foot is nice and flat. And if your foot has slipped away, maybe you readjust it and connect that ankle back on top of your knee. How's that? Okay? Inhale, thank you. Exhale, you're okay. And again. Exhale. 2 more like that. Really mindfully unstack those fire logs. Straighten out your legs. Feel the sensation of blood kind of rushing back into your hips. And then let's take it on the other side. Left knee is the bottom. Right leg is going to be the top. So take what you did on the other side, lining up ankle to knee and knee over ankle. Notice one side might feel different to the other. If your left heel is tucking towards your glute, try and walk your foot a little bit further from underneath you. Yeah, perfect. That might radically increase the sensation, so be mindful, don't force anything. You might even be able to let gravity do the rest of the hard work for you if you just soften and breathe. Keeping your feet flat, keeping your spine nice and long. And again, if this doesn't work for you, you can always just take a regular glute stretch, crossing your right ankle over your left knee, and sitting up nice and tall. In this place. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gently, even if you need to use your hands, unplug that right foot. Straighten out your legs. Just give them a little shake, shake. One more little hip stretch and then we'll move down to the mat or to the ground. Bring your right foot out by your right hip, taking that quad stretch. If your right knee has moved out to the side, close the gap between your right leg and your left. Yeah. Then, if it feels good, just place both hands behind your back. Just like you're just hanging out. If you want a little bit of extra, place that left foot down on the ground. And maybe, slowly, if you have it in you, come down onto your elbows. Any tension in the low back? Don't go so far. Doesn't take a whole lot of chili pepper to add a lot of spice. So if this doesn't feel good, you can come back out of it. Okay, sorry, babe. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. Slowly, bit by bit, come back out. Unpeel that right leg. If you got to shift over to the left side, that's okay. And take it on the other side. Untuck or tuck your left foot towards your left outer hip. If your knees have splayed open, keep them together. Keep them in a nice line. If this hurts your knee, you don't have to do it. If it does feel good, bring your hands behind your back and place your right foot down on the ground. Yeah, perfect. Mindful of if your left knee is splaying out to the side, keep everything nice and centered. And then slowly, if it feels okay, sprinkle a little jalapeno on there. If it feels good to let your neck or your head drop back, you're welcome to do it. When I do that, it makes me a little dizzy, so I keep my head up. But you do you listen to your body, and enjoy the opening on the left side of your leg, especially around your left knee. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I'm okay. Slowly come out of it. Rock and roll from side to side, that feels good. Straighten out both legs. Walk your hips a little further forward. And get ready for the point we've all been waiting for. Reach your arms forward. Shavasana is going to meet you at the bottom when you're all the way down, so take your time. And when you get there, just drop right into your corpse pose. Letting your breath normalize. Letting your spine neutralize. And allowing all of that hard work you did to just settle into the body. Even if your breath has slowed down, come back to normal. Can you invite that simple mantra back in? Taking every opportunity you have to say thank you. And every opportunity to say, I'm okay. We'll end this right here on our backs today. So take a big breath in. And a closing breath out. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. We'll see you next time. Go in peace. Namaste.